All right, welcome everyone. We're going to get started in just a minute. Let everybody join here. Okay. Going to give it one more minute to get started. While you're joining, if you can go ahead and let us know in the chat where you're from, what company you're with, and what role you have in your company. All right, Germany, L&D, North Carolina, Enterprise Training, Manager at LawnStarter. Welcome, welcome. As you're joining, there we go. Netherlands. This is going to be a worldly webinar we've got going here. We have about 200 people registered for this webinar, so it clearly is going to be a topic that everybody is interested in. Jersey City, fantastic. Welcome, welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Kevin from Texas. Kate from Trent University in Durham. I can barely keep up with all these coming in. So again, as you come in, where you're from, what company you're with, what's your role. We have an education lead from Mexico. I think Paulina, welcome. Carlos in training from Mexico also. We have somebody from the Army, Nicholas, welcome. Here we go. Dan from Idaho in the Pacific Northwest where we are. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Okay, I'm going to give it one more minute as everybody starts to get involved here and let us know where they're from and what their role is and what company they're with. So Mauritius. Oh, I've always wanted to go there, AJ. You'll have to tell us what it's like. All right. So we got 8:03. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is Scott Rockfeld. I'm your moderator for this presentation or this webinar today. We're going to make this as interactive we possibly can. So welcome to you, L&D professionals and anyone else joining this webinar. Today we have the CEOs from Videoken and Pictory. They've joined forces to revolutionize video creation and engagement. Today, they will show how this partnership streamlines video production, enhances interactivity, and delivers powerful analytics, helping businesses like you create smarter, more engaging content right from the start. And that's the key. So real quick, we're already using the chat box as everybody's familiar with. If you have questions throughout the presentation, do not hesitate to ask those questions right there. We'll be going back and forth as well as at the end of the webinar. I will make sure that our CEOs are there to answer any questions that you may have. So let's go ahead and introduce our CEOs. So first, we have Vikram Chalana. He's the CEO of Pictory, former CEO of Windshuttle. Pictory was founded in 2019, and just kind of a fun fact, in the 2024, 3.2 million videos were created with Pictory. That's an unbelievable amount of videos. Fantastic. So thank you, Vikram, for being with us. We also have Vishnu Raned. He's the CEO of Videoken, which was founded in 2017. And he's going to tell you about some of his customers, but you can see at the bottom there some really, really large customers listed here that Videoken works with with their system. So really happy to have Vishnu. Thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Vikram, who's going to talk to you about just setting us up with what's going on with video trainings.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. And thanks, Scott, for the nice introduction. And I welcome Vishnu and Sue, who's one of our customers in the call as well. So this part of the talk is just preaching to the choir, I feel like. In this age of TikTok and Netflix and YouTube, I feel like everybody prefers videos and in learning, I think all of you who are in the L&D teams know video messages are retained better, more over compared to text. Um, and then since the pandemic, we've seen this major shift in asynchronous learning versus synchronous and real time, and this is helping our company save a lot of resources, and so there's some established stats around that as well, around time saved, and the more important thing is even learners prefer that because asynchronous learning lets us learn at our own speed, at our own time. So this is all pretty obvious, but I just wanted to share some interesting stats here. 4 out of 5 learners preferred asynchronous learning, and uh, and there's been studies around video retention compared to pure text, and 85% more is retained when you have videos. So again, preaching to the choir, but just setting up the stage for why video training is essential. And so, Vishnu, do you want to talk a little bit about the challenges that you would see when you're using videos in asynchronous training?
Yeah, absolutely. So Vikram just mentioned how powerful asynchronous video training is, right? You have higher retention, lower costs, and people actually prefer watching videos. And it's a known fact, and he's absolutely spot on. But while asynchronous videos, especially in training, is great, keeping people engaged in that video, that's a whole different story, right? And let's be honest, our attention spans aren't what they used to be. We all start watching a training video with the best intentions, but within minutes, our brain starts wandering. You're thinking, wait, did I reply to that email? Or what's for lunch? Or you're scrolling your phone, or you're switching to another tab, and suddenly you missed half the content there, right? And things get trickier as you start looking at engagement because video engagement and interactivity is limited, right? Now, most training videos that we've seen and that are really out there in the world are just press play and hope for the best. But without any interaction, people zone out really fast. I do, and I know a lot of people who do, right? Metrics and insights are very difficult, and without those, you can't make timely actions. So you can definitely track if somebody watched a video today, but did they actually learn anything? Or, like my daughter does, did you just play the video and, you're on your phone? And without real insights, we're all just guessing, right? And the third challenge that we've seen, in the last 8 years, we've been doing this is, creating and updating these training videos is expensive and takes a lot of specialized skills. And when we do need to fix or update something, it's not as simple as swapping out a slide. Video editing takes time, money, skills. It's not exactly a quick fix, which is why I think there's a need for a better way to make training videos more effective without needing like a Hollywood budget or a production team. And I think that's where smarter AI tools and strategies come into play. And I think Vikram will talk a bit more about that in the next slide.
So, what Pictory, so many of you are Pictory customers, some of you are Videoken customers. Um, we we're kind of bringing the best of the two worlds together. So what Pictory lets you do is use AI to help create videos very easily or edit videos very easily. We have this collaboration component, so you can collaborate with your team. And then what Videoken does really well is a very nice way to make these videos more interactive, allow you to distribute it to your team, and then metrics, insights to get to show you the performance of the videos. So between these two tools, you'll see the demo today of both these tools, and you'll see how they come together really well and solve the entire spectrum of problems, all the way from creating videos to measuring the performance and making sure that your trainings are effective. As we know that that's the topic of the conference of this seminar. So we're just going to make sure that we kind of make this use AI on each step of the way and make make the final result a lot more effective. So if you move on to the next slide. So I'll quickly introduce Pictory. I will also show you a demo in a few minutes. But what Pictory lets you do is it lets you repurpose existing content to create videos very easily. So that existing content could be text scripts that you've written. It could be articles that you've published as URLs, and you can convert those articles to videos. They can be long form videos, like a webinar or a synchronous training that was delivered. But now you can use Pictory to edit those and create short micro learning modules from that. Pictory also has this, and I'll show you this PowerPoint to video feature. So I can take a PowerPoint and convert this to a video, and it automatically adds a voiceover and a narration. And you've probably seen like many presentations or videos like that where somebody has to sit in front of the camera and record themselves, and it just takes forever to do that, takes and retakes and so on. So we made that process really easy. We've also added this screen and camera recording if you need to do that process. So we've added a bunch of different capabilities to make this video creation process for educational videos really easy and seamless. And Vishnu can talk a little bit about Videoken and what the key capabilities are.
Yeah. So Vikram and I, we touched upon some of the challenges with training videos, right? There's especially the asynchronous ones. There's low engagement. There's no real-time insights. And of course, the headache of creating and updating videos. So this is where Videoken comes in. Videoken is a AI-powered video interactivity platform. And what it does is it just makes your training videos more engaging, more interactive, and more insightful without adding the extra effort of requiring, as I mentioned earlier, a Hollywood level production team to work on it, right? And we do that in multiple ways. So first, there's the AI generated auto chapters. So instead of making your learners scrub through long videos trying to find what matters, Videoken automatically breaks video content into smart and searchable chapters, right? We even automatically generate quizzes, very intuitive quizzes, which I'll show you in a couple of minutes, so that your learners can actively engage rather than just passively watch the video, right? Videoken also helps you track and predict learner engagement levels. So you don't need to guess if your training is actually working. We track real engagement, not just passive views. And with these AI-driven insights, you can actually predict where learners might drop off in the video, so you can optimize your videos before the engagement tanks, right? We also have a provision for you to categorize and help learners search through the video. So we use AI to automatically categorize these videos and make your content searchable. So your learners can find exactly what they need, at the instant, right? And last but not the least, we generate very high quality closed captions, and there's multilingual support. Accessibility matters, right? So we ensure that content is easy to follow, it's searchable, it's available in multiple languages. So just in a nutshell, with both Videoken and Pictory, you're just not creating videos, you're creating very interactive, insight-driven learning experiences for your learners that actually work, right? Because what do we all need from our training videos? We need better engagement, we need more insights, and we need less effort. As simple as that. Just these three will make learners more successful, and that's exactly what the two companies jointly provide.
Perfect.
Great.
And before we get to the next step of the demo, I want to quickly do a poll on the audience. So Vishnu talked about three challenges, the video engagement, metrics, and then the effort in creating. Which one do you resonate with most? Which one do you see as your biggest challenge? Just pick one. Effort to create, engagement. Perfect. So we'll get ready for the demo next, Scott.
Right, you can go ahead and share there.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do about a 5-minute demo of Pictory. So for those of you who are not familiar, you'll get a sense of what Pictory lets you do. And give me a few seconds to share my screen. Just confirming that everybody can see my screen. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna show. So Pictory has this feature, script to video. So it has a bunch of different things, and I'm starting with the script to video option. And you can see I can copy and paste any script. This is a script that I have around workplace safety, and I want to create a video for that. So from the script, I go to the next, and then what happens is that it's it's searching through a big library of stock videos. So we have over 15 million videos licensed from people like Getty and Storyblocks that that it automatically brings, and it matches the script to those videos, and you can see these different scenes that come up. And what I can do is if I don't like a certain visual, I have a capability to search and replace the visual. So I can search through that 15 million database and find the right visual for that. Perhaps my risk in the workplace is related to more injury than just this cartoon that I want to use. So I can actually replace it with a real person. You also have this capability to upload your own visuals. So I'm sure you have enough of your visuals, and you can upload them and search and find the right visuals in the uploaded directory. So it makes the searching of the visuals very easy. So you've created a storyboard, and you're now just checking that every picture in every video in the storyboard makes sense relative to the script. Then you can come to the audio tab, and you can add a voiceover to this. So we have a lot of voices. We have these about 70 voices from 11 labs. These are high quality AI voices. And you can pick any of these voices and apply that to the video. So you have a narration that goes along with the video. Obviously, you can see you have captions that go along with the video as well. You can also add music in case you like. Sometimes that adds the engagement element to the video. You can also add a branding to the video. So you can pick your own brand, your company's brand, and say, okay, I want to make sure that all my videos are aligned to that brand. And then what that does is that brand will change the color scheme, the font, add a logo to the top, and you can get that you can get the video looking consistent with everything else in your all other content in your company. And then there are many other things in there that can make the video even better. There are things like elements that you can add to there, which are like little GIFs and these pointers, arrows, stickers. There's a bunch of things that you can add that we offer in there. And you can also change format depending on what most corporate videos are horizontal, but these days learners might want vertical videos. So then I click on the preview, and it's going to generate a quick preview of the video.
Natural disasters can strike without warning. This training will equip you with the steps to stay safe and respond effectively during an emergency. Every workplace has unique risks. Be aware of hazards like earthquakes, floods, or severe storms, and how they can impact your location. Your workplace emergency action plan includes evacuation routes, shelter locations, and procedures. Familiarize yourself with these details today. Ensure your workplace has an emergency kit stocked.
So you can see in a matter of minutes, we've created a video like that. Obviously, you can make it a lot nicer with different types of options and stuff, and we'll show a final result. One other option that I want to show you quickly is PowerPoint to video. So you can drag any PowerPoint deck and put it here. And what it's going to do is it's going to convert that to a video. Again, our AI comes into picture, and it's going to understand the content of the PowerPoint, and it's going to create a narrative automatically from the content of the PowerPoint. So it asks you whether you want to use the AI to use this, or whether you want to use speaker notes. So sometimes if you have good speaker notes, you don't need to use AI, but otherwise AI will generate the whole thing for you, and then you can see the narration, and then you can see what kind of output you finally get.
Welcome to our presentation on architectural draft and planning.
It's not just reading the PowerPoint slides.
Now, we'll explore the essential aspects of architectural drafting and planning, focusing on sustainable and efficient design practices. Architects must navigate a multitude of challenges throughout the design process, including understanding client requirements, incorporating
If you have
design principles, and
animations in the
collaborating with
PowerPoint, it preserves the animations. But again, it makes these
By examining
PowerPoints
the
interactive. You
importance of
can
efficient design,
replace certain scenes with our library of B-rolls. Like in this case, instead of PowerPoint slide, you can see a B-roll here. So there's various options here with PowerPoint to video. And that was a quick demo of a couple of different functions in Pictory that I talked about. One was text to video, and the other one was PowerPoint to video. But we have other things like URL to video that will convert your published URL to a video, and then we have the ability to edit an existing recording video. We also have an ability to record. All of that are included in the Pictory package.
Vikram, while you're there, we have a question about the watermarks and the voiceovers, what your choices are, and what happens when you download and it renders.
Yeah, so the watermarks go away when you download the video. They show up in the preview, but when you do the final video, there's no watermarks there. And then we have about 70 some voices, premium voices from 11 Labs, but then we have a bunch of standard voices too, which are also getting very good from Google and Amazon. And so we have a lot of choices of voices as well.
Great. Vishnu, can we hand it over to you for a quick demo? And we've got a few questions for you, Vikram, but we'll come back to you later on.
Sure. Okay, let me share my screen. So are you able to see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so Vikram just showed you how to very quickly create a very engaging and impactful short training video using Pictory. Once it's done, what you can do is you can supercharge it and make it even more engaging by using Videoken. And all you need to do is just upload that video onto Videoken. And what you'd get once it's processed is a URL, and you can embed that URL within your content management system or your LMS. And as you can see, the same video that Vikram created is here, what you can see on the screen, and you can actually see that it's automatically supercharged by Videoken, right? So this is a 2-minute video, but you can imagine if it's a 20-minute video, you don't want your learners to sift through the whole video, right? So now, instead of even watching the whole video, I can just click on any of these topics, and it will take me directly there, right? So it's exactly how you would read a book. The first thing you do when you pick up a book is look at the table of contents and pick a page. Imagine reading a book without a table of contents. Now, why should videos be any different, right? So I can just navigate through the video to different parts of it, right? And that's how easily I can actually watch a video. Now you can imagine the same thing with your learners on your training videos, how engaging this would be. So in addition to creating chapters that are auto-generated, you can even share specific parts of the video with your colleagues. So for example, if I'd like to share, follow the plan, topic number 3 with Vikram, all I need to do is right-click and copy the link, and I can send it to him over Slack or email. And when Vikram clicks on it, it'll take him directly to topic number 3. He doesn't have to watch the entire video just to get to the place where I want him to go, right? There's also a searchable transcript, right? We generate very high quality transcript. Pictory does too, so you can use the joint solution. And you can actually go and search for any specific keyword, and it'll actually show you where that keyword is mentioned and also the context in which it was mentioned, right? So if it's mentioned more than once, you can actually choose the context with which you want to watch the video, and you can click on it and it'll take you directly there, right? So this is step number one, what we do, and the whole thing is completely automated. You don't have to lift a finger, well, almost, except for uploading the video onto the dashboard. And we end up creating the chapters, the closed captions, the searchable transcript, and everything for you. Now, once you put this out there, you can also start looking at analytics. So we have a very deep analytics dashboard that we provide. Here's how it would look. So it'll tell you how many views your videos had, but more importantly, it'll tell you, what the learner engagement is, right? How engaged were learners, and you can look at it from a 7-day perspective, 30-day perspective. You can compare the previous 7 days to the 7 days before. It'll tell you daily trends. It'll also tell you which of the topics your learners are watching the most, right? And you created a training video with 20 interesting topics, but you find out that, these 10 are the ones that are being watched the most. So that gives you feedback to maybe double down on those, right? And if your videos are categorized, it'll even tell you which categories of videos are performing the best, right? So this is analytics at a video and at an org level. What you can do to engage with learners even more is you can automatically generate very interactive quizzes. Again, barely have to lift a finger for this too. So for example, if this is my training video and I'm putting it on my LMS or CMS, and I'd like to put a quiz at this point in the video, right? All I need to do is click on this plus button that you see here. And you can say, okay, at this point, I want to generate 2 questions, which are of medium difficulty from the last 5 minutes. This is a short video, so I'm just going to say 5 minutes. But if it's an hour-long video, you can choose the period from where you want the quiz to be generated. You click on generate, and the AI does the job for you. So you can see it has created 2 questions for you. It has created a recommended question. It has not only given you the correct answer, it has also given you other choices, right? And it has indicated which is the correct answer. I can go and edit this, right? You can look at question number 2. And in our experience, 98% of the time, you won't have to touch these quizzes. They are fairly accurate. Of course, you can go and add any customized quizzes that you would want. And once you're happy with these quizzes, all you need to do is just click on go live, and your quiz is live, right? So now what I can do is, let me actually open this video in an incognito mode. So you can see how learners are going to experience the quiz. Second.
And Vishnu, while you're bringing that up, we have a couple questions for you that you may be able to answer.
Okay.
First of all, can everyone with the link view the video, or is there authentication to keep it company internal?
Good question. And the answer is yes to both. Yeah, you can put it behind a company firewall. We can help you with SSO authentication. We've done that with several clients. And if you would like to externally share a video, for example, if it's a customer support video, right? Or if it's a product demonstration, or if it's a webinar recording like this one, you'd want it out there on your website, you can choose to do so as well.
Can you have it focus on a certain area you want the quiz questions to be focused on? So we saw that you created one after. Is there a way to potentially select something at the very beginning of the quiz of the video versus later on?
Oh, you can choose. You can add multiple quizzes within a video. So for example, what most of our customers do is, if the training video is 30 minutes or 45 minutes, they would usually have one question at every 10 minutes and maybe one multi-quiz at the end of the video, just to keep it more engaging. So you can add as many quizzes as you want through the duration of the video.
And I'm sure you had multilingual supports. The question was Spanish, I would assume.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay.
Absolutely.
Which version of the program do we need to be able to add the quiz and chapter videos? Is there different versions of the program?
No, it'll be a part of the subscription.
Okay, and then you're obviously impressing people because you already have people asking how much it is. So I said that it was based on how much storage you need for all the videos, how long the videos are. But did you want to add anything else to that before you finish your demo, or add that at the end?
No, I think we can we can work with you. Our goal is to make sure that learners have an engaging experience, and the team at Pictory and Videoken will work with you to make sure that we're able to deliver this to you. So you can get back to the Pictory team on specific requirements you have, and we'll work with you for sure. Would love to have you experience and get success with this.
Okay, a couple more. The modified video is at the cloud, or we could have it in our own server?
It'll be on the cloud. So the modified videos will work as long as you have an active Videoken subscription going, or Videoken Pictory subscription going. Very similar to your Netflix, Spotify, any other subscription service.
And are the interactive elements in the video compatible with screen readers like NVDA?
Not necessarily, but if there's a specific requirement, maybe we can figure out a way to help you guys out. A lot of the elements that you've seen so far are based on APIs. So with certain very large customers, we expose some of these APIs that they can ingest. But depending on what the need is, we can work with you.
Fantastic. You got through all the questions. I'll let you continue your demo.
Okay. So so this is how a learner would actually experience the quiz. As you can see, I added a quiz at this point. You can see this hotspot. So learners actually know that there's a quiz there. For admins, you can actually even choose not to have that hotspot appear. So for example, if you would like to keep it a surprise quiz, you can make sure that it doesn't show up. So when a learner gets to this point, the quiz pops up, right? As you can see, this is the first quiz that was auto-generated. I'll answer this quiz. I'll answer the next one. And I will submit the answers. Clearly, I didn't go through the emergency safety training video well enough. So it'll tell me how I did. And it'll also give me an option to go and review the answers right away, right? So the goal is, by the time you're done with the training video, even if you don't remember anything, you will remember the 5, 10, 15 quiz questions that you answered. And that's good enough for you to go forward, right? So once that's done, even the quiz analytics are, just give me a second. Okay, there you go. So you can even see on the dashboard, you can actually go and see, look at quiz analytics. It'll tell you, total attempts. There's an average score, right? So if there are multiple questions, it'll show you the questions and the correct answer. We are coming out with a release on Friday this week, where not only will you be able to see analytics at a quiz level, you'll be able to see analytics at an individual question level. So for example, here it will tell you what percentage of your viewers got this question right. So you immediately get feedback. If you see a lot of people not getting the question right, it's probably something to do with the content, or maybe you need to run the training program again, right? Because this is feedback learners never give, right? The moment you ask them, was the video good? Yes. Was the training good? Yes. Then they're going to get out of the room, right? So that's Videoken. Scott, over to you.
Great. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's go back over here to our presentation and screen 2. Okay, can you guys see the presentation here? All right. Okay, so we just did our demo here. And then what we'd like is a little recap. Vikram? Vikram, I think you are on
Sorry.
mute.
Yeah, as you saw here with Pictory and Videoken, the integration, I saw some questions about integration. The integration is really straightforward. Pictory creates these videos and you can load these videos into Videoken. We haven't built a direct integration yet. It's on our roadmap. But with the Pictory and Videoken, teams can both create easily the videos, manage and optimize a really good learning experience, and do it all very fast. And that's kind of, you saw the search capabilities, you saw the quizzing capabilities, adds that engaging experience. And then because it's hosted in one place and you see all the stats and analytics, it's kind of an end-to-end distribution and content management platform as well. So we, with these two, we see both of them. We have combined, we have a lot of great customers, and we're going to hear from Sue at Sarify here very soon. But we have customers, common customers like Pearson, who are using Pictory and Videoken both. And then there are some customers who are like Kaplan and General Mills, who are Videoken customers, and App Direct and Biz Library are great Pictory customers, and Colibri. And so we've been in this business for several years, and we've shown value to a lot of these customers, these large companies, as you're aware of. And with that, I want to quickly introduce Sue. And Sue Stapp is one of our Pictory customers. She's the Director of Instructional Design at Sarify. She's located in Tennessee, and I'm really happy to have you here, Sue. And I'll let you tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then perhaps how you're using Pictory and how you're making the training more effective.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, guys. Sue Stapp, Director of Instructional Design and Development. I have my PhD in Instructional Systems Design from University of Central Florida. Go Knights. Started out the instructional design world more recently in General Dynamics with the C4 systems. So to the Army folks that are on the call, I spent about 10 years in the simulation training world with intelligence and electronic warfare. Then I moved over to Express Scripts. I was there for about 7 years, where most of the training was done instructor-led, and a lot of use of high-cost development tools like Storyline. And then I came over to Sarify about 2018. So I've been here 7, 8 years. And Sarify was a breath of fresh air. They were primarily asynchronous. They do have some instructor-led, but the focus was on asynchronous. And you guys all know what happened from 2018 till now. Our audiences, our target audiences went home. They were learning from home. So that whole need to have asynchronous delivery of content became paramount. Another thing that happened during that time was my department became a shared service. We acquired a whole bunch of different product lines, and all of a sudden I had a very small team to support a very large demand. So Pictory became one of the go-to applications for me. I saw a lot of people said effort was the biggest concern that they had. For me, it became so easy to spend. I had my team write up some style guides to ensure quality. I would meet with the subject matter experts, give them 30 minutes on how to use Pictory, give them the style guide, and they're off and running. So they can develop content on their own. They can write the script. They can develop the Pictory videos, run it through our style guide to ensure quality, and they're off to the races. One of the biggest positive impacts of using Pictory, Sarify is a company that supports exam preparation in the financial industry. So any nationwide financial exam that you're going to take, we have training for that. And we have to be very reactive to government advisories that come out. And by using Pictory, we're able to take, for a quick example, there was an 80-page PDF that came out as a government advisory. We stripped it down using other AI tools, created summaries, created questions and answers, and used Pictory then to develop, and we're able to respond in video form to our customer base within 12 hours of the publication of the big document. So it really got us to a point where we can be super reactive and respond almost in real time with what looks like high quality training. Getting to the point of the meeting with the measurable business impact, we're using Pictory as our content component. So keeping those little bite-size under 4-minute videos where we teach the content that way, and then using other AI tools and other instructional design theories to come in with higher order thinking skills in our activities. We are using a lot of AI activities where we're encouraging our students to use their favorite LLM, and then ensuring the knowledge transfer with the creation of an entire portfolio that we use Pictory to support the content and all of that. So in a nutshell.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your experience. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great. That wraps up the actual direct content that we have for our webinar, but we wanted to open it up for any additional questions. What additional questions do you have for our CEOs, for Sue, for Vishnu or Vikram? We've been answering a lot of your questions in the chat, so we've kind of kept that current, but what other questions do you have about the integration and how it works, how to measure? I mean, our ultimate goal with this presentation was, how do you ensure your video trainings deliver results? I hope we've been able to share that. Do you have any other questions before we kind of wrap it up?
I think, Scott, there's a common theme I saw about pricing and demo. And if you want to skip to the next slide really quickly and show how people can get the information for next steps.
Sure. So there's a couple ways you can get. You can always contact us at sales@pictory.ai and we can respond, or on our website, pictory.ai. There's a talk to sales right at the top right of the screen. But you will also receive a summary of this webinar and a recording of this webinar tomorrow. And the recording will be sent back to you supercharged on Videoken with all the chapters, AI auto-generated, and maybe we'll throw in there a few quizzes for you just to make sure you're paying attention. And then we'll also have the link in there to be able to respond and get back some information to us. We do have a couple questions actually coming in here. We have a question from Ken around the personal voiceover. I think he was talking about, Vikram, maybe you can answer the question around, can you add your personal voiceover to a video creation?
Yes, Ken. So as you know, you can obviously record your own voice in Pictory, but I think, Ken, your specific question was about cloning your voice. So we work with 11 labs. So if you clone your voice in 11 labs, we are just releasing the functionality that you can then import that voice into your Pictory account. So that you can use. I'll work with you, Ken, and with our support team to get your voice over your 11 Labs cloned voice into Pictory.
Also, Nicholas, I think we can really help you out here. Why don't you? I just said reach out to us on Talk to Sales, and I'll make sure that our guys expecting your reach out. We can really help out with that. This is a common scenario that people have come to us with. So that should be a good one. That's about compressing these very large training guides and turning them into training videos. So some of the scenarios that Sue had talked about. Okay. Question here from Lena. Vikram, maybe you can handle. not possible to upload a PowerPoint file and your own script. Are you planning to make this possible?
So it is possible, Lena. You have to use the slide notes section. So if you put the scripts in the slide notes of the PowerPoint, and then when you're uploading the PowerPoint, just check that box that I want to use slide notes. It's going to use that to do the narration.
That one's a fantastic feature. Yeah, so use slide notes checkbox right there you have. Are you planning to improve German voiceover? So far, the voices don't sound authentic. Okay. Vikram, do you want to handle that one?
We are constantly working with 11 Labs as they are introducing new voices. We're going to add these. So watch out for more voices next quarter. We're going to be improving the 11 Labs experience even more.
Yeah, so that's good. We do have a partnership with 11 Labs, as Vikram talked about. So when you have subscription with us, you don't have to have an additional subscription with 11 Labs. We actually have that partnership right integrated with us. Okay, feel free to contact you, Brian Brady. We'll take a look at your message there. Adding Joe to add you to the contact list. We will definitely make sure that you're added to our contact list. This is fantastic. Any other questions that we can answer? Okay, with that, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you, Vikram. And everyone have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.